Hello guys, this is Joyce and I am here with a Lady Kre quick challenge. It's called a 48-hour notice challenge for February 2026. And my challenge was to create two A2 greeting cards. One of the colors in the cards must start with the letter R. You can use pattern paper, markers, whatever. You have to have stamped greetings and stamped inside sentiments, please. And it have envelopes also. I will be uploading on February 12th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. So, let me tell you what I used. I used some. First of all, my color was, my letter was R, so of course, you know, I had to pull out all the reds. And I used some, I'm not going to put that in there because it gives you a glare. I used some Michael's red foil. I just recently got this kit from scrapbook.com, and it came with a huge amount of stuff. And one of the papers was the Mente chocolate kiss paper, and it had this 6x6, and it came with lots of goodies and ephemera, and it's got some pockets in there, some envelopes. So it just came with all this stuff. So I thought my first cards would be using that paper because it was my color. So R is for red. So guys, I pulled several sheets from the inside. The paper is so pretty. It's Valentine's paper, but my cards aren't Valentine's, and I think they came out so cute. But I just love all the designs in here. And you can use them anytime. It don't have to be. You can use for birthdays or whatever. Then I pulled out some really old stamps because you had to have sentiments inside and out. And I wanted these just to be some thinking of you, just a note kind of cards. So I pulled out this set. This is from TPC. This set is so old. And it's just like hello, several hello, just saying hello. And friends, some friend sentiments. And then I pulled out this one. And I just used just a note to say hello. And I've got an order for some cards, so that was another reason I pulled out as many sentiments as that. Then I love this Gina Marie die set. I use it all the time. I use this large one. Like I said, I told you about the paper. I did use a couple pieces out of this is ephemera, and it's got tickets and tags, and I used one of the tags. I used that one, I think. And then I used this circle. And I used that because it's got an envelope on it. There is so much more to that kit. And then I used this red cardstock from American Crafts. And I really like that color red. And then, of course, I used the circles from We Are Memory Keepers. I hope that pile doesn't fall. And I made two cards. And my first card was this one. I really like how it came out. All this paper is from, that's that ephemera. And then that's where I stamped and circled. This is one of the 6x6 sheets. And of course, you know, I had to add some foil because I got so much, I got to use it up. So that is my outside. And then that's my inside. And I cut this piece from a 12x12 sheet because there were two 12x12s of this same paper. The kit, you know, it wasn't a paper pad, but it was the kit. And this is my other sentiment, and it was in, let's see. It was in the one that I used. Oh, I'm going to have such a messy space. This one. And I wanted to put something inside because that was part of the challenge, but I wanted to leave enough space for the person I'm giving these to. She likes to write in her card. She writes personal messages. So this just says, "Just me thinking of you," which I thought was good for the inside, and so I put it at the top on that one. And then she can write her messages here. And then I did do the back. So that is my first card. And then this is my second card. This is another sheet from the 6x6 pad. And this was a tag, and I just cut the top off because it was awkward. It had the weird shape up there. And it just says, "Just saying hello." And it also came from this old set here. And then in this one, I put the "Just me thinking of you" at the bottom because I wanted them, like I said, this friend she writes a lot of messages, and I wanted her to have the space. And then I just thought that would be extra on the inside. But I love the Valentines, and that is my second card. Look, Lady Kre, I am so glad you contacted me because I hadn't got much crafting in, and I had to really think about this. But I love how my cards came out, and these are definitely going to be going into an order that I'm working on. Yeah. Oh, I need my envelopes. Hold on. Gotta have envelopes. Yep, gotta have envelopes. I forgot. So I had some red envelopes. I should have pulled them out sooner. So I'm gonna use those. Trying to use up, I can't buy any more envelopes, so I need to use up everything I've got. So I have my envelope and my envelope. And guys, that is my project. Lady Kre, thank you. I'm excited. I had to think about it some just because my stamps are not organized, so it's hard to remember where certain things are. But I was able to pull out, as you can see, something, and I really am glad you called me. So guys, come back, go by, check out Lady Kre, and I will see you in the next video.